Hey friends, I hope everyone is having a fabulous Monday out there today. Who knows when this video will actually go up, probably not on a Monday. What I have going on here today are my vendor wax empties, predominantly vendor wax. I also have some retail wax that I am including in this video. I did my Scentsy wax empty yesterday, so hopefully I've already posted that. If I did, I'll card that above so you can check that out if you're interested in seeing Scentsy empties. And I did my candle empties a couple days ago. So again, if you're interested in seeing that, check it out. But if you're interested in checking out this video for my vendor wax and retail wax empties, stay tuned. Alrighty guys, as usual, we'll start with the few non-wax items that I have here. I finished up a bag of my super jumbo Target brand Up and Up cotton balls. I've mentioned before, these cotton balls have definitely gotten smaller. I don't know why they always have to mess with a good thing, but you know how it goes. At least they didn't increase the price and make them smaller, because we all know that stuff happens. I had 3 wallflowers that I have installed recently. One was Midsummer Dream. And this has scent notes. These are from Bath & Body Works, by the way. This is scent notes of salted pear, fresh nectarine, and seaside lily. I really like this scent. I'm not sure why Bath & Body Works hasn't brought it back, but they should. It's a nice, fruity floral, and I enjoy it. Not an over powerful performer, like a lot of wallflowers are not. But I did have it in a larger room. This was not in my bathroom. This was going on in a small bedroom. So, although, I mean, if you get a good one, it can handle it. I also have this going in my private bath. This is Coconut Colada. This is an older release as well. This is, if I ever get it open. Are you coming up? Come on. You and your invitation. She needs to be invited to get on my couch. Yeah, she's over it. Up. Here she comes, the culprit. Coconut rum, crushed pineapple, and sweet vanilla cream. I love pineapple coconut scents. And this one's doing fairly well. I would say it's doing a good medium, and I'm happy with that. Every time I walk into my bathroom, I get a whiff of it, and that's all I ask for. So I'm pleased. And then Summer Boardwalk. And this is caramel glazed popcorn, warm taffy apples, and salty sweet cream. You guys, this scent in the candle is a powerhouse, and it has been a powerhouse in the past in wallflowers, but this time, and I do have it downstairs because I fully expected that it would be a powerhouse when I got it going. I plugged it in downstairs in my downstairs bathroom, which doesn't get used a lot. That's where I keep my wax and stuff down there because it's cool. It's half underground, half above. It stays very cold down there. I have a 3-level townhome. My air conditioning tends to make that level very cold, while the upper levels are warmer. You know how it goes if you have a multi-level home. But this one, I'm not smelling when I walk down there, and I fully expected to. So surprising. Maybe it's just too old. I don't know how long this has been in my collection. I don't think they date these. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to tell, but the regular price on it is $7.50, so it's definitely not very current. And I know that I didn't buy this last summer, but anyway, there's that. I usually get my wallflowers when they're on a really good sale, like a $2.95 sale, or when they do like an SAS and you can easily get wallflowers for like $1 something. That's all they're worth. They're definitely not worth $7.95. I highly advise not to pay that. But yeah. Anyway, that's my wallflowers. I also finished up a hand soap, also from Bath & Body Works. This is the foaming, which is my favorite. I don't really care for the gel. This is Tree Farm. Yeah, I finally finished up. I know, we're 3 months after Christmas. Well, I had this going in a winter, to be fair. So I did put this out because it is kind of a winter scent, even though it has a Christmas design. Because it's like an apple tree scent. And I take my tree scents right into winter. So the scent notes on this soap are crisp pine needle, warm cedar, and spiced apple. I really love Tree Farm. I recently talked about the candle. You get just that. You get that sweet apple, a little bit of spice, and tree. I really enjoyed this soap. I think it was actually the first time I had Tree Farm and soap. I would definitely get it again. Really enjoyed that. Hi, Bubby. Do you want to say hello? Say hello. Say hi, peoples. I just got home from work. So, I miss you, my bobos. I think he's missing me a little. I did get him fed before I started filming. So, he's got a full belly. Huh, bobos? Uh-huh. He's got a full belly. He's went potty. And I think he's going to camp out on my lap for a little bit. So, we got Jersey behind me and Domino on the lap. All right, let's talk about retail wax. So I have just a few here. From Mainstays, which is basically Walmart's brand, I warmed through cranberry oatmeal cookie. And I love these little packs. They're like $1.10 or something like that. And some of them do quite well. Not all of them, but some of them do. This is tart cranberries, creamy oats, and brown sugar. This one was not overly strong, but I did warm the whole pack. It's a really nice cranberry scent. I get more cranberry than I do cookie, but I do get that bakery note for sure. That was an enjoyable scent. I would probably pick it up again. So yeah, that was a medium performer. From Kringle Candles Country Line, I warmed Coconut Colada. This was actually a parcel. I had used one of the cubes, and for some reason, I had it downstairs in my office and forgot about it. So I figured I'd finish off the other 5 cubes. Don't have the scent notes here because Kringle doesn't put it on their packaging. But it doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you it's a pina colada scent, a coconut colada scent. That's exactly what it is. And it's so good. Not an overly strong performer in the candle or in the melts, but I could definitely smell it. It's definitely one of those scents that you can easily waft in the air. You can definitely tell it's there. It's just not going to slap you in the face, but I love it. I do hope that Kringle brings this over, or some sort of pina colada scent, brings it over to their Kringle line, because they are discontinuing the country line. And then last but not least, Yankee Candle Snowflake Kisses. I talked about the candle in my recent Empties video. This is it's a floral scent. You get rose in here, and there's a number of other florals. I think I mentioned what the scent notes were in my candles video. Yankee is another that likes to list a lot of scent notes. It's a powdery floral. You do get that rose. You get some other florals in here. I've mentioned a million times, I'm no floral expert, but you definitely get soft, powdery florals. And I just think this is a beautiful scent. It kind of reminds me a little, not exact in any way, but it kind of reminds me of a more floral version of Bath & Body Works Strawberry Snowflakes. So I feel like it's kind of a mixture of the Strawberry Snowflakes, maybe mixed with Yankees Pink Sands, or something like Bath & Body Works Flamingo Beach. It kind of gives me those vibes. I just thought the scent was beautiful. It's not overly strong, but it's not light either. You can definitely detect it in your room. Definitely a great scent for your bedroom, but I did this in my kitchen often. I just really enjoyed it. So I would get it again, except for the scent is no longer available. So that's the problem sometimes when you fall in love with a Yankee Candle scent. They go away. All right, guys, that'll do it for my non-wax items. That'll do it for my retail wax. Let's talk vendor wax. So I know that these empties comprise of at least a week, probably a little over a week. I don't have a ton here, but I got a number of scents. So I will try to start with the few one-offs that I have here. From Everything Vice, I warmed through a sample of Salty Beach Bum. And I don't know the scent notes offhand. They're not on the packaging. But there's definitely Boom Boom in here, because I smell Boom Boom. I get like a fruitiness, so I think there's some kind of, there's Boom Boom and there's some kind of tropical fruit in there. That's the best I could tell you. Don't know if I'm right, but that is from Everything Vice. That is Salty Beach Bum. From That Smell Good shop, I warmed in a average size bedroom, actually, last house on the left. 2 little cubes. If you've been with me for some time, you know that I tend to struggle with That Smell Good shop. This is Coconut Laundry. This actually did okay. It was not overly strong, but I could definitely detect it. It went on for 2 days. I was impressed. So I don't always have that great of an experience with That Smell Good shop, so I was happy that that did so well. From Traverse City Wax Co., that is another company that I struggle with performance in my home. I did electric plum, so just a sample. I warmed that in my bathroom, and I shut my bathroom door so the scent would be contained. It's a small bathroom. And although this scent smelled very lovely in the bag, I couldn't really smell it in the warmer. So I do think I have a whole bar of this, but I know that there are people out there who get good performance from Traverse City Wax. I'm just one of those that doesn't. And you know, if you've been in vendor wax for some time, I'm sure you have your certain vendors that don't do that well in your house too, but do well in others' homes. There's a lot of factors that play into it. Your AC, your layout of your home. I have some very open spaces here. There's a lot of things that go into it, and Traverse City Wax just doesn't do well in my home. But because I do know that other people get great performance, I'm probably going to destash my whole bar of this, along with some other Traverse City Wax things. So that'll be coming soon. I do plan to do that and that Smell Good shop. Okay, another sample from Traverse City Wax. This is Honeyberry. Don't know the scent notes. They're not on the samples. I will say this one did okay. Same bathroom. Yeah, it was like a little sunshine shape, and it was like pink and yellow, and was super cute. You got the sweetness of the honey, and you got like what came across to my nose is kind of like a strawberry. I don't know if that's what it was, but it was definitely a berry scent, and I enjoyed it. So there you go. Never know. From the Candle Nurse. This is my very first piece of wax from the Candle Nurse. I have not purchased from her. I will say that I am eyeing her. I think it's her April 1st pre-order, so by the time this goes up, that will have passed. But I am eyeing it. I'm thinking of picking up a few small things. I've learned my lesson in trying new vendors. Don't go overboard, because, you know, I ended up with a lot of wax from that Smell Good shop and a lot of wax from Traverse City Wax Co. that isn't doing well in my home. So if you are just starting out in the vendor wax world, go small. Don't do like I did and go large, thinking everything works, because not everything will work. So go small and see what works in your home. Anyway, back to the Candle Nurse, my very first piece of wax. And the reason I have this piece of wax is because I did pick up a destash from someone, and they included this. So I thought that was really nice. So this scent is called Eden. I'm going to take these glasses off so I can read these labels. And the scent notes on it are calamansi lime, green tea, citrus, soft musk, salty sea air, and beechwood. I will be quite honest, these are usually not my types of scents. I am not a lime lover whatsoever. I think it smells okay in the package, but that's completely scent preference. It's not anything to do with the scent itself. I warmed this in an average size bedroom. There were 3 little hearts. And I love the color of her wax, by the way, which is kind of based on the medical profession, like the color scrubs and stuff that they wear. At least that's my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it means, because she is a nurse, of course. 3 little hearts in average size bedroom. I put 2 in a larger hot plate warmer, and I put 1 little heart in another hot plate warmer. This was light, so it was poured July 2024. Maybe just not enough wax for the area I put it in. Maybe I should have just did it in my bathroom to try it out. But like I said, I am eyeing her pre-order. 1 little sample isn't going to keep me from trying out her wax, because sometimes it's just not enough. Notoriously, I've talked about getting samples from L3 that I can never smell, but I never have a problem with L3's wax. So I just need more of L3's wax than the samples they tend to send. So I'm definitely going to try it out, because I hear good things. So it doesn't mean that I'm going to have a good experience. We're all different, but I'm certainly going to try her out and see what it's all about. She's definitely a vendor that I've had my eye on. And yeah, so that's Eden from the Candle Nurse. From Super Tarts, I warmed Go To Sleep. You know, back when I was in my lavender era and thought I liked lavender. This is pink sugar blended with her sweet lavender cream. I will say this wasn't bad. I don't know. The last couple of lavender scents, I won't say that I love them. That is a far stretch. But I haven't minded them. And I know most people do like lavender. I know I'm some kind of wax freak. I don't love it, but this wasn't bad. I actually warmed it in a different room that I wasn't sitting in, because I thought I wouldn't like it. But I really liked what that pink sugar brought to the table. So I don't know. If I start enjoying lavender, if my nose changes that much, I may get this again. I don't know. Go to sleep. I do know it's a popular one, so if you do love lavender, it performed well, I would recommend you try it. The Pharmacist's Daughter. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is King Cake. I love, love, love this scent. This scent is so much better than Scentsy's. Oh my gosh. I didn't really care for Scentsy's version. So this is morning beignet, French custard, sugar cookie dough, and cinnamon sugar donuts. The Pharmacist's Daughter is known for their custard blends. They are so good. They're known for their coffee blends. They're known for their bakery. This is just a stunning, sweet cinnamon bakery scent. It's absolutely delicious. It performs well. I love smelling it in the air every time I warm it. I will get it again and again. I actually have 2 lobes. Yes, I know I'm cutting back on lobes, but I have 2 lobes of this in my collection because it's that good. From Harper James, I warmed Gingerbread Cafe. This is fresh baked gingerbread, cinnamon sugar, rich vanilla, coffee, and sweet cream. Yeah, this is a leftover from the holiday season that I just had not gotten to, and I just wanted to finish it up because it's over a year old and I didn't want to put it back in my collection for next year. It was poured in October 2023. This was lighter. I know that I recently warmed a gingerbread scent from Mary, the owner of Harper James, and I really liked it. For some reason, I thought it was this, but maybe it wasn't, because I've warmed a few gingerbread scents from her lately. I'm going to have to check my notes to see which one was the one that I really love, because that one I'm definitely going to repurchase. And if it was this one, that maybe I just let this one sit too long, but it was a little light. It was a yummy scent. It was a really nice, I do like her gingerbread scents. Really nice gingerbread scent, kind of like your soft gingerbread, not your super spicy. But like I said, it was kind of light, so could have just been its age. Probably let it sit too long. From Teddy B's, I did Princess Katia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Is it Katia or Katia or I don't know. This is vanilla birch, beach treats, Moroccan rose, and fireside marshmallows. This was poured February 2024. This scent was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That Moroccan rose, don't let it scare you. It's not too much. The beach treats just gives this something extra special. I love, and beach treats is her beach nights. I love beach nights. And then you get that sweet, slightly smokiness of that fireside marshmallow. Or is it marshmallow fireside? She calls it fireside marshmallows. It's beautiful. I love, love, love the scent. That said, this one was a light performer. I do have a second in my stash because I loved how it smelled on cold so much. I picked up another. I know. Call me a dummy. I'm debating on if I want to do it in my bedroom because I warmed it in my open space. I did the whole souffle. Sometimes that works from Teddy B's and sometimes it doesn't. This is one of those times it didn't. I thought it smelled fairly strong enough on cold that it would. I mixed it between tea lights and hot plates, but it didn't do well in my open space. I did have the air on, so that could have been an issue too. So I'm debating on if I want to warm the second souffle in my bedroom. I don't get too happy about having to warm a whole souffle in my bedroom. If I have to use a whole souffle in my open space, which I typically do, I'm okay with that. But having to do it in my bedroom, I feel like a souffle should get me 2 warms in my bedroom. And most of the time they do. So I don't know if I'm going to destash it or I'm going to try it. Stay tuned. We'll find out. But the scent is so beautiful. So I have a feeling I'm probably going to try it. So we'll see. We'll see. From Dessa's, I warmed I'll Be Home for Christmas. This was her old formula. This was poured back in December 2023. If you've been with me for some time, you know that I have struggled with some of her older wax, her old formula wax. This is Sweet Sugar Plums, Sugar and Spice, and Winter Evergreen. I did enjoy this. It was not overly strong, but it was not super light either. It did okay. It was a little on the lighter side. I would say it was just under that medium threshold. I could have taken it stronger for sure. But I'm going to try it in her new wax formula and see how it does. So, I'll Be Home for Christmas. This was in her break away, break apart. You guys know. I never remember what it's called. Does she put it on here? No. I wish she would because I never remember what it's called. But that bar. Sassy Girl Aroma. I did Blue Volcano. This was in one of her brittles. Welcome back, Sassy Girl. I'm so glad she's back. This was poured in December 2023. Oranges, lemons, and limes intertwined with delicate white blossoms. Sorry. This is a dupe for Capri Blue's Volcano. It was wonderful. It was spot on. It was strong. It was citrusy. I absolutely loved it. I love Capri Blue Volcano. Whenever I can find a dupe, I tend to pick it up. So that was outstanding. I would grab it again. From Knoll's Farm Scents, I warmed through clean. This is Strawberry Pound Cake, Raspberry, Spun Sugar, and Laundry. This, I really like this scent. I really like that Strawberry Pound Cake. First of all, his Strawberry Pound Cake is out of this world. The best Strawberry Pound Cake I've ever smelled. I really liked it mixed with this Laundry. That was amazing. I could have taken this a little bit stronger. It was not too light. I could definitely detect it. I had to do the whole bag in my open space area. Like I said, I really enjoyed the scent. I just wish it was a tad bit stronger. It's been curing since February 2024. But I may pick it up in one of his brittles if he offers it again and warm it somewhere else because it was that good of a scent. So that's clean. From Southbound, I did Lavender Cream Puffs. I thought about destashing it, and I kept smelling it in the bag, and I was like, I think I'm just going to warm half of it and then like gift the other half to a friend or something. So this is lavender buttery pastry dough, creamy vanilla custard, sweet cream, and confectioner sugar. As you can see, the other half isn't here. I enjoyed this, guys. I enjoyed it. I'm still not quite sure about it, but I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it enough that I did the second half. So, and this was a powerhouse. I did half. She calls her soufflés wax cakes. I did half of it in my open space. And she performed. And she went on and on and on for hours and hours and hours and hours. And so I did the other half. And I enjoyed it. And what's wrong with me? I'm not saying I like lavender. I'm not ready to go there yet. Maybe never. Because I still have had some lavender blends where I'm like, ooh. But this was good. Lavender cream puffs. Would I get it again? I don't know. Would I put it in my favorites? Probably not. Because I'm not a lavender fan. But a lot of people like her cream puffs blend. And that reminds me, I need to get my order in before she closes her pre-order. Because I do want her lemon cream puffs and I want her pineapple cream puffs. That pineapple, that's sounding up my alley. You know, I love me some pineapple. From Salt Mountain Melts, I warmed through, this is Barbie a la mode. This was beautiful hot pink wax. Oh my gosh, the hot pink wax gets me every time. Definitely Barbie color. So this is pink sugar, cotton candy, frosting, Southern vanilla ice cream cone. This was poured back in May of 2024. So not quite a year, but getting there. In the bag, this smells kind of light. Definitely sugary, cotton candy, frosting kind of scent. You get a little bit of that vanilla cone. I don't tend to pick up like a cone note when I smell like waffle cone or vanilla cone, but there's a little touch of bakery there, but it's more so very sugary sweet, candy-ish. In my warmers, oh my gosh, I loved it. It was a softer scent, don't get me wrong. And when I say soft, I don't mean light. I could smell it. It was definitely a softer scent. I was very surprised how present this was in the air. I loved it. I did half of my souffle in my bedroom in one warm, and I did half a souffle in my bedroom in another warm. I am finding that Salt Mountain Melts I can usually get 2 nights out of, and this was the same. Like, no exception. I am really loving Amanda's wax. She is shooting up there in my favorite vendors list for sure. I am really adoring what I'm warming from her. So, That is Salt Mountain Melt Barbie a la mode. Speaking of Salt Mountain Melt in a tasty scent, I warmed through Bake Shop. And this was poured December of 2023. This is powdered donuts, which is a note that I don't always love. Waffle cone and marshmallow fluff. Very simple. Very simple. I didn't expect a whole lot from it. This is delicious. This literally smells like a fresh bakery picked up powdered donut with a bit of extra sweetness from that marshmallow fluff. This was fantastic. Oh my gosh. I did half the souffle in my open space in one warm, half of it in another. It performed great. It wasn't like slap you in the face, throw you out of the room strong, but it was very present, strong in a good way. Loved it. Yeah, I would definitely get it again. I hope she pours this again. So that is Bake Shop. I have learned with Amanda's wax, if I think it sounds like I'm going to like it, get a tub, because souffle is not enough for me. I am really loving her scents. L3 Waxy Wonders. I warmed through a sample, checking out the news because I want to see what the weather says at 6. A sample of swimming pool strawberry soda. This was in one of her scuba bowls. Whenever she gives you a sample like this, there's scuba bowl wax in there. This is poured, well, I received it back in June of 2024. This was nice. It was a little light. I don't think I had enough wax, but I think I would pick this up in a larger. I just mentioned at the beginning of this video that L3 samples don't tend to do very well for me, but L3's wax does. I mean, it's amazing in my home, so I never hesitate to pick it up, but I still like the samples because it gives me a chance to smell something, at least on cold, and see how it does. I really like this. I would say there's not like a big chlorine smell or anything like that in here, at least to my nose. I mainly got that strawberry with a little bit of an aquatic note, and I liked it. It wasn't like fizzy or anything like that. I liked it, so I definitely think I would pick that up in a larger size where I can enjoy it better. Also from L3, and yeah, I'm just going to go through these 3 samples quickly because, yeah, I struggled with each one of these, so I need to probably just give away my samples after I smell them because it does give me a chance to smell them cold, like I said. But zucchini bread coconut cream pie. I did that in my bathroom and it was just very light. Pink sand sugar cookie royale and zucchini bread. All of these smell great on cold, so I would not shy away from getting them. Just, you know, the samples don't do great for me. And then Fairy Tale, and I don't know what is in Fairy Tale, but this came across to my nose as floral. So that one I probably wouldn't get only because I'm not a floral lover, but zucchini bread coconut cream pie smells good to me, and pink sand sugar cookie royale zucchini bread smells good to me. So those ones I would try in a larger size. Speaking of larger size, from L3, I did banana daiquiri, whipped cream, maraschino, and cherry pie crust. This is one of her pies from Pie Day last year. This was great. Not an overly strong performer. It was on the lighter side. Not light, but on the lighter end. So I would say a light medium throw. I did this in my open space. I think I started off with half the pie. Did I end up adding the rest? I think I did because I needed more throw from it. But what I did get, I really enjoyed. I kind of wish that the cherry note came through a little bit stronger. I really was hoping to pick up that maraschino cherry, and I didn't get a lot of that. I mostly got like a banana cream pie. Not hating on it, because I like scents like that. But I really would have liked that cherry note to be a little bit stronger. Maybe because it's been sitting for a while, although I think L3 has pretty good shelf life. This has been sitting since March of last year, so a year old. But I'm really liking her pies. So yeah, that was good. All right, let's talk Britas. I have a number of Britas, which I don't know why, but for my April melting basket, I didn't pull a lot of Britas. I'm a little upset with myself about it because I love Britas wax. And some of mine is getting old, so I think I'm going to go pull some more, which I'm a crazy idiot because I already have too much wax pulled already. If you watch my April melting basket, you know. But I might go grab a couple of scents to do in my bedroom because I need my Britas. Cordelia Good. What's that? This is just a little bag of shapes, little shapes. This is Casper and Amber and Sandalwood. And I forget what's in her Casper, but I do like her Casper. I have it on its own. This was okay. As expected, it was kind of a perfumey blend. It was a little bit lighter But to be fair, I wasn't going in and out of the room that I melted this in that often, so I feel like I can't really give a good scent synopsis on that, so just ignore what I have to say on that one, honestly. Summer Solstice. And this is honeydew, mango sorbet, and margarita. This was super fruity. It was a cute spider web. I'm a big horror fan, so I love the fact that she has that creepy factor. You know, the cute little spooky shapes and stuff like that. Yeah, this is super fruity. This was good. I don't always love margarita or mango, but I do like honeydew, and I enjoyed it. I'm really into the fruity scents right now, so that's something I would pick up again in the future. The Final Girl. This was probably my winner from Brita's this week. This was so good. Cupcakes at Tiffany's, strawberry, cotton candy frosting. If you have not tried Brita's strawberry, her strawberry oil is out of this world. So good. Fruity, sweet, so berrylicious. Leans a little artificial, but I find that you're not going to find too much authentic strawberry and wax. But this is more like your sweet macerated strawberries. Kind of syrupy. Just kind of delicious, to be honest. The cupcakes at Tiffany's just melded so well with that. And the cotton candy frosting just gave it this extra sweetness. It just added to that sweet syrupiness of the macerated strawberry scent. This was fantastic. I would definitely get this again. I don't know if I have more in my collection, but if I don't, I'm probably going to request it. There aren't too many Brita's pre-orders that I missed. And I see that she's been posting photos of the pre-order, so I know she's working on it, so we should be getting that soon. Brita's, also, I did Black Flame Candle. This I picked up in a D-stash. It was a planchet shape, like the Ouija board piece. This is By the Campfire, Cider Lane, and Vanilla Frosted Grahams. Not my favorite, only because I don't love Cider Lane. And I don't tend to love graham cracker and wax. The Cider Lane's very strong in this. It tends to be. Every once in a while, I get a blend that I really do like it in. And it was okay. I didn't hate it, but not a repurchase for me. It was strong. It was strong, though. And that was poured October 2023. It was going. I did Apparition. This was in a souffle. This is Very Vanilla, which I'm not sure what's in that oil. Vanilla Bean Marshmallow. Vanilla Musk, which I'm assuming is the Bath & Body Works type. And Sweet and Creamy. This was nice. It was a nice, creamy vanilla scent. Kind of body care-ish. Again, I don't know what's in that Very Vanilla. It has a sweetness about it, but it also has like a, not quite floral, but leaning that way. Definitely your body care, sweet body care. I liked it. It wasn't overly strong, but I didn't expect it to be with all the vanilla notes. But you could definitely detect it. You knew it was going. And that's all I expect from a nice vanilla scent, honestly. But Apparition, I was glad I got to try it, because that is one that I had on my radar. And then I also did Evil Elves. This was 2 shapes. I think they were her Hocus Pocus shapes. I put one shape in one bedroom, another shape in another bedroom. Not mine, because my bedroom was a little too large for these shapes. But I put them in 2 smaller bedrooms. This is Winter Candy, Apple, Lollipops, and Cotton Candy. It was just sweet candy goodness. I don't know that I need it again. I don't always love Winter Candy, Apple, and you definitely get that in here. But if you like candy, I think you would like this. I do like that lollipop in there. So, like I said, I don't think I need it again, but I enjoyed it while I was going. Zabe. I have 2 pieces from Zabe. I did Sweet Surrender. This was from her Valentine's collection, 2024. No. Yes, 2024. This is shortcake, glazed strawberries, vanilla creme, vanilla creme actually, and waffle cone. This was a little on the lighter side. It was a large rectangular piece. I cut it in half. One piece had like a little cone on it, and I forget what the shape was on the other piece. It was so pretty. But it was definitely on the lighter side for a strawberry scent. So I enjoyed it. It was good. Can't get it again because Zape has closed. But yeah, it was okay. And then I did Fantasy. This was also same kind of like rectangular shape. It had some shapes on it. I think one piece had a, well, it was all one piece. It had an octopus. I cut it in half again. octopus and maybe a seashell or something. I can't remember what the other shape was on top of it. It was like little embeds. Super cute. It was like blue and orange, like a light blue and orange. Gave me beachy vibes. I split it up between the 2 bedrooms. This is mango, warm vanilla, and coconut. This was nice. Again, it was a lighter scent, but it was a very waft in the air kind of scent. Coconutty, fruity, very beach-like, very beach-like. I really like that warm vanilla in there because it gave it just even more of a beachy scent and really mixed with that coconut well. Kind of gave me like the vibes of like your Bath and Body Works coconut surf, or what's it called this year, vanilla coconut. Kind of like that kind of scent. I didn't get a lot of the mango, which I can appreciate because I don't love mango. Yeah, again, I can't get more, so there it is. Rose Girls. You know, I always have enough of a number of Rose Girls because I'm working on getting through my older Rose Girls scents because I have too much. I did from her Sol de Janeiro sampler, I did Panty Dropper. This was pineapple, mango, orchid, and Balm Dia Bright 40. This was okay. Yeah, on cold it smells so good. Very fruity, very body care like, very pretty. Definitely your pretty perfumey scent. But in my warmer, I stuck this in an empty candle jar and put it under a candle lamp, and it wasn't super strong. Again, kind of your waft in the air kind of scent. You could definitely detect it when you walked in the room. It was my smallest bedroom. You would definitely detect it, but it didn't like, you know, you didn't get that whoosh when you walked in the room, like, you know, and I kind of like that whoosh when I walk in a room. Cotton candy clothes on the beach. This was a chunk muffin. Picked this up in March of 2024. This is cotton candy frosting, clothes on the line, and pink sands, and Waikiki Beach. So pink sands is Yankee, Waikiki Beach is Bath and Body Works. I really love how this smells. But this was light. I probably made the mistake of putting it in my open space. It didn't smell super light to me on cold, but kind of probably lighter than I should have tried in my open space. So I think I would pick this up again and warm it sooner. I probably let it sit too long, although with a laundry scent, I thought it was going to do better. Because it's not bakery. I mean, I guess you could say cotton candy frosting is bakery, but that's just a lighter note. I mean, this is all like beachy scents, coconutty scents, floral scent, and a laundry scent. So I felt like it should have held up better. So again, maybe it was just my open space just overpowered it. So I'd probably try it again in a smaller space. But not anytime soon because I have too much Rose Girls. Dragon Fruit Tangerine Sweet Tea. This is dragon fruit, tangerines, lemon zest, and sweet tea. This was good and it performed well. I did 2 warms in my open space. I combined it with my Bath and Body Works Iced Dragon Fruit. Is that what it's called? Or is it Iced Dragon Fruit Tea? You know, I never remember. It's either Iced Dragon Fruit or Iced Dragon Fruit Tea. I burned that candle at the same time. It was a very nice combination. So that is something I would entertain getting again, but not anytime soon. Satsuma Tangerine White Tea. This was old. I picked this up in a D-stash, and I picked it up in March, so I don't know how old it was when I got it. But I can still smell it. You really got that nice spa white tea kind of scent, kind of like a hotel kind of scent. That really nice Satsuma coming in there and just brightening everything up. Not super strong. I do think the time took its hand on this, but I would get this again because I really like tea scents. I kind of wish you would mix it with black tea because I love black tea even more. But I really enjoy this. I really like Satsuma scents and I really like tea scents. So I would definitely entertain getting that again for sure. Satsuma, which is Body Shop type. This is mandarin slices, orange peel, exotic fruits, and bergamot. I love this because I love Satsuma. This is one of her single mini melters, single scent oils. Super fruity, super orangey, super citrusy. Very strong. This did great in my open space. I did combine it with a candle a couple of times. I was burning Bath and Body Works sugared vanilla and sugared orange and vanilla. You guys know I'm gonna butcher the name. I think it's sugared orange and vanilla, And I think I burned it also, or warmed it also a couple of times with my Crinkle Candle Essentials candle, which is a dupe of Capri Blue's Volcano. So those scents just melded well together. This was fantastic. I would definitely get it again. I really like her Satsuma blends. Not that that was a blend, but I like it. Beaches Be Crazy. This was Pink Sugar, Waikiki Beach Coconut, and Pink Sand. So very similar to that Clothesline scent. This was quite light too. I could smell it. It's beautiful. Like, I love pink sands. I don't know if you guys ever smelled it from Yankee, but it's a stunning floral beachy scent. Very sweet. And then that Waikiki Beach Coconut. Oh, it's just like a warm, beachy coconut scent from Bath & Body Works. It's a stunning scent. I love what the pink sugar adds to this. But it was dated April 2024. I think I have another bag of this in my stash because I really liked how this smelled. And I think I picked up another, if I'm not wrong. But super light. And I did do this. I warmed this in smaller bedrooms. I didn't warm it in my large bedroom. I didn't try it in my open space because I thought it kind of smelled light in the bag. So I wish it was stronger. What can I say? I wish it was stronger. All right, last vendor, Swanky. All right, we'll start with this one because this one was not a love for me. This was Snow Angels. When I first started warming this, I really did like it, but this was a whole loaf. And after a while, I got tired of it. I just wasn't loving it anymore. It kind of gave me zucchini bread in the notes, but I checked the notes and there's no zucchini bread in the notes. I will post the notes above when I edit this. It was lots of vanilla, and I swear I was detecting zucchini bread in this. I don't know. I swear I get it. But I checked the notes, like I said, and it's not there. I think I grew tired of this one. It performed okay. It was a good medium. I did it in my open space each time. Finished it up. I am going to include a piece of this in my giveaway. Hopefully I've already done that by the time this goes up. But, yeah, whoever wins that, you'll have to post and let me know what you think of this. If it smells very vanilla-y to you. I didn't take a piece out of this bag. It was actually a separate piece that I got in an order. So you have to tell me what your piece smells like. Because I swear I was getting zucchini bread. I don't know. Our nose does funny things sometimes. And then last but not least from Swanky, I did Debonair. And I had pulled this to do on my melting basket because it started with the first initial of my dog's name, which is Domino. You met him at the beginning of this video. And I thought he's a debonair little boy, so I thought it was perfect. This also, I think, was like a vanilla heavy scent. Kind of like a vanilla body care. I don't remember what the scent notes are. There may have been a bakery note in this. But I got a lot of like vanilla-ness to this and kind of body care. It's like a sweet vanilla body care. I like this. I just wish it was a little bit stronger. I did end up doing the whole souffle in my bedroom. And Swanky usually does pretty good in my house. So I think it's just this particular scent. I think she mixes this with stuff too. I can't remember, but I think she does. So I probably wouldn't get it again. I picked this up last March, so it was well cured. But I did like the scent, so that's Debonair. I hate ending on a note where it's like, it's okay. I like to end on a note where it was really good. All right, guys, let's pick favorites. Hopefully that wasn't too bad, too long of a video. I have a few favorites here. Salt Mountain Melt, Big Shop. Yes, please. I will definitely get that again. I cannot believe how tasty that was. And Salt Mountain Melt Shop's Barbie a la mode. I didn't expect anything special from this, but I really like that. I know that some people have said this is light. And like I said, it is a softer scent. But it was very present in my bedroom. I don't know that I would try it in my open space. I don't think it could handle my open space. But my bedroom is perfect. King Cake, it's going to be my favorite every time. From the Pharmacist's Daughter. I love this scent. No secret there. The Final Girl from Britta's. Oh my gosh. Her Strawberry rocks my world. That was a fantastic, strong performer in my open space. It was one of her witch bars. So good. And Blue Volcano from Sassy Girl Roma. Whenever it's a Capri Blue Volcano Dupe. I'm probably going to pick it if it performs well. And Sassy Girl Aroma, she smokes my open space. Like, her wax does so well in my open space. And the the shelf life on her wax it's what I need, because I have so much wax. I need wax that lasts for like years. So yeah, I would definitely get that again. Alrighty, guys, like I said, hopefully that was not too painful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have warmed any of these scents, let me know your thoughts, good or bad. I always like to hear what you're thinking out there, and I always appreciate hearing from you. I'm going to cut this short and turn on my weather channel, because I know that they're expecting some storms here tonight. So I want to get an eye on that and see what they're still expecting. I think they're expecting that it head out of here around 8, but we're looking at 6:30 right now. Close to 6:30, not quite. So I want to get that on and see what's happening there, and then get the regular world news on. I don't know. I tend to tune it out sometimes because there's so much bad happening, but I might turn it on tonight. I'm going to get myself some dinner. Probably just going to grab a bowl of cereal, make it an easy night. Little Domino's laying here with his, on his back, paws up. Super sweet. Yeah. So anyway, guys, just to shorten it up, let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. If you warmed any of these scents, like I mentioned earlier. And if you've been warming something that you just love, it wasn't in this video, let me know that as well. Let me know what you're thinking about your favorite wax this week. I'd appreciate hearing from you. And guys, I'll talk to you later. Please like and subscribe. Have a great one. Bye-bye.